You know, I think I've probably spent most of my life staring in the mirror. I have. But I'm not vain, you see, because I don't stare at myself.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at Jim Carrey's most iconic impersonations of famous people and how spot on they really are.
Who am I? Why am I here?
Jerry Seinfeld. It's always delightful to watch one legend impersonate another. When Jim Carrey imitated Jerry Seinfeld for an episode of In Living Color, he went all out.
When they say warm up the engine, this is not what they intended. What?
In his classic over-the-top style, the mask actor perfectly highlighted the Seinfeld co-creators' sing-song cadence. He also captured Jerry's animated expressions, reminding us of his classic bemused demeanor.
Clap on, clap off. I'm watching TV. Every time someone gets a round of applause, my garage door goes up and down. Clap on, clap off. I'm watching TV. Every time someone gets a round of applause.
From the wobbly neck to the toothy grin, Carrey knows exactly how to make his impression recognizable. The master stroke is how he mimics his subject's signature setup, asking, "What's the deal?" However, at no point does Jim cross over to disrespectful territory, and that's precisely why we love this act.
What teacher assigned this project? Looking at the state of it, I hope they're grading on a curve.
Sylvester Stallone. Attempting a Sly impression is like a rite of passage for comedians. The Oscar-nominated actor who memorably played Rocky Balboa and John Rambo has distinct traits that lend themselves wonderfully to impressionists.
I know you're looking for sparring partners, and I just want to say I'm very available, you know.
Sure you are.
Absolutely. Sparring with the champ would be an honor, and you know what, Mr. Jerkins?
What?
I wouldn't take no cheap shots either. I'd really be a good sparring partner, you know.
In the hands of master impressionist Jim Carrey, they transform into comedy gold. Carrey imitates his larger-than-life presence and effortless swagger with ease, mixing it with exaggerated facial impressions for a slapstick effect.
You just wanna, you move. You bleu.
Easy rock. Not too many syllables.
I got lightheaded there. Hey, look, listen, I still got the eye of the tiger, you know that.
His Rocky impression in one of his In Living Color sketches, where the character is fighting Grace Jones, is even funnier. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Stallone impression without a nod to his drawl, and Carrey unsurprisingly nails that part too.
You're not going to be fighting a man tonight. You'll be fighting an animal.
Animals don't scare me.
Yeah? Well, this one will.
Lance Armstrong.
Can you just go for a ride, or do people and sort of chill out and just ride your bike, or does your, do you feel like that competitive nature coming back when you're riding?
It depends where you ride. I mean, most of the time I ride at home in Austin, so it's quiet. You don't really see anybody. If you rode here in Central Park, you tend to run into some folks.
Carrey's impersonation of the former road racing cyclist was inspired by his likeness to the disgraced athlete after he shaved his hair off. So, during an appearance on Late Show with David Letterman, he spontaneously whipped out a hilarious Lance Armstrong impression.
A lot of people say I look like Lance Armstrong, especially when I do this.
Just by pretending to be on a bike and copying Lance's gestures, Carrey earns a roaring applause from the audience. The host can hardly match the comedian's energy, who keeps extending his bit. Carrey even gets Letterman involved by claiming he's drafting, and throws in some toilet humor for good measure, bringing the house down.
Around mile 50 is where I break away from the pack by just passing wind. How you doing back there, Dave?
Fine. That's something lovely to be near.
It's an image.
Pee Wee Herman.
What should we do now? I know. Let's go look at my toys.
Paul Rubens' unforgettable character was parodied by Jim Carrey during an episode of In Living Color. In the sketch, which aired shortly after Rubens was arrested for indecent exposure in an adult movie theater, Carrey did not hesitate to call the actor out.
As always, pull my string and I'll talk. I have the right to an attorney. I have the right to remain silent.
And what if I did some charity work instead?
His impression, though caricaturish, is way too accurate. from Pee-wee's voice to his signature laugh and even the mannerisms. However, it is the satirical content that makes the audience go wild. The doll Carey's Herman attempts to advertise is a lookalike of Reuben's mugshot, and its features are inappropriate to say the least.
The new Pee-wee doll comes with
Turbo fast! So little Pee-wee can beat this drum!
Social commentary aside, the impersonation was masterful and left us wanting more. Henry Fonda. Did you know that Jim Carrey auditioned for SNL multiple times and was rejected each time? The show's creator, Lorne Michaels, later admitted that he regrets not casting the legend. One of Carrey's audition acts was an impression of Henry Fonda as Norman Thayer Jr. in On Golden Pond.
That's why I came running back here to you. See your pretty face. I could feel safe. I was still me.
His scene of choice was the one where Katharine Hepburn's Ethel urges Norman to go strawberry picking. Equipped with a bucket hat, an endearing frown and overly expressive eyebrows, he takes his impression to the extreme, even playing out Ethel's lines as well, before switching to Norman again in a split second.
I'm not sure how to pick strawberries. It's very simple, Norman. You just bend over and pick them.
Although his expressions are over the top, he flawlessly copies Fonda's voice, managing to evoke the pathos of the original scene. What a genius.
I suppose I could lay down and pick the berries.
Jerry Lewis. Impersonating the so-called king of comedy is no easy feat. For Jim Carrey, though, it seems like a catwalk. He famously did a Jerry Lewis impression during an appearance on Buffalo Bill, leaving viewers in stitches.
Hey! I don't want that you should be... Oh, the crying is not... Because if laughing would... Well, I know...
Lewis was known for his characteristic nasal voice and mastery of slapstick humour. Carrey, having the same specialities, was in his element for this impression. His Jerry Lewis voice is so spot on, it almost sounds like it was dubbed over by the bellboy actor himself.
The additive was specifically 3 parts carbon, 5 parts hydrogen, 1 part nitrogen, and 3 parts oxygen.
Which, of course, is?
And nitroglycerin.
The results were?
Negative.
And?
Noisy.
In a brilliant display of physical comedy, Carrey turns the set upside down like an agent of chaos. The only complaint we have is that his part was too short.
Whoa! Okay, Lane. I could be what... The chair is going so that I would be, I could come back if you,
Joe Biden. Jim Carrey's recurring impression of the 46th President of the United States on SNL has a fandom of its own.
Can't lose your cool just 'cause this joker's raising little monkey dust. The country's counting on you. And just stand here and look lucid.
The SFX department does a fantastic job of transforming the comedian into a Biden lookalike every time. But that's the least impressive part about this impression. Instead of resorting to cartoonish physical comedy at once, Jim starts with a subtle mimicry, recreating the former president's mannerisms and quirks. However, he doesn't end it before jumping into slapstick for a few rare moments.
Where was I?
You said, look, here's the deal.
Oh, right. Look, here's the deal. Nope, lost it. Come back to me.
Parodying Biden's meandering delivery, Carrey oscillates between avuncular charm and unhinged rage. Most strangely, his Biden seems to be fond of rhymes, but hey, we're not complaining.
Still, I will win, 'cause I'm a baller. Just ask my running mate, Kamala.
Clint Eastwood.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
The Dirty Harry megastar is an inimitable artist, but that doesn't mean he can't be impersonated. Then again, not everyone can mimic him, not like Jim Carrey can. He focuses on the eyebrows, recreating Eastwood's intense, smoldering gaze. Vocally, he emphasizes the actor's breathy drawl and measured delivery, but ensures that his impression is both accurate and hilarious. The Truman Show actor has performed this impression many times over the years. He did it on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, then took it to Letterman, and even included it in his own comedy special, Unnatural Act. The funniest one, however, was when he imitated the man to his face at his AFI Life Achievement Award tribute, making him laugh out loud. Clearly, it's Eastwood approved.
He just said to me, I love that tape. And I show it to all my friends.
Matthew McConaughey.
Sometimes you gotta go back to actually move forward. And I don't mean going back to reminisce or chase ghosts. I mean going back to see where you came from.
We'd recognise the interstellar actor's signature southern drawl and deep smoky voice in our sleep. That is, unless Jim Carrey was impersonating him, in which case we'd probably mix them up.
Sometimes you gotta go back to actually move forward. And I don't mean go back and reminisce or chase ghosts. I mean take a big step back. Like go from winning an Oscar to doing a car commercial.
Carrey, being an extraordinary dramatic actor himself, has no difficulty convincingly mimicking McConaughey's brooding expressions. However, the real knee slapper is how he imitates his voice, delivering hilariously cryptic dialogues with mock seriousness. From parodying the Oscar winner's pensive Lincoln commercial to playing him in a 2015 Celebrity Jeopardy sketch on SNL, Carrey never fails to crack us up with this impression.
Free will is an illusion. Life is a game that plays us.
So you don't have an answer?
At this point, I didn't know if I was dreaming him.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Jack Nicholson.
Had you ever heard of the healing power of laughter?
No one loves Jim Carrey's impression of the Shining actor more than the star himself. The comedian copies Nicholson's trademark arched brows, wicked grin and raspy tone without breaking a sweat. He also zeroes in on details like his controlled pacing and wide eyes, especially when impersonating his Joker. Carey's posture during those bits, confident and unpredictable, is unmistakably Nicholson.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Wait till they get a load of me.
He once imitated the multi-Oscar winner while he was in the audience at Meryl Streep's AFI Live Achievement Award tribute, and the older actor couldn't stop laughing. That's how you know Jim hit the nail on the head.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
Who would you like Jim Carrey to impersonate next? Tell us in the comments.
With pleasure.